Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to the Black Financial Channel. Today, the stock market blasted off, and the reason for the blast off largely has to do with the fact that Dr. Fauci is now saying that the crisis looks like it might be actually turning the corner. He said that in about a week, we should expect a downtrend in the number of new cases that is actually under control. And surprise, surprise, they actually overestimated the number of deaths related to the virus. Now, I'm going to tell you the guys the truth. I always felt that we were overreacting, honestly. It's not that it wasn't important, not that it didn't matter. I had a lot of folks get mad at me for just telling my truth on this. But I really felt that based on the data, I'm a numbers guy, I'm a math guy. I looked at the numbers, and the numbers did not tell me that we were dealing with something that was a long-term crisis. So when you're dealing with a short-term crisis that people think is a long-term crisis, which causes significant dips in the values of stocks, then that's really a time where smart buyers come in and buy up everything they can, because they're sitting there thinking, well, this too shall pass. It's almost like dealing with a friend who thinks that the end of the world is coming, so they want to give away all their stuff for 80% off because they think they're going to die next week, and you know that they're not going to die. You know that the world's going to keep spinning, so you buy all their stuff, and then the week after the week's over, they're like, oh my God, I didn't think I was going to make it, and you're like, yeah, I kind of knew you were going to make it regardless. I knew you were going to be okay, but by that time, they've let everything go. And that's why I think it's really important, when you talk about investing, it's very important to always have a long-term perspective. People that have a short-term perspective just don't really do well in investing, because they get what is called trapped in the moment. Trapped in the moment means that you're in a moment and you think that moment's going to last forever. Or like somebody who enters a relationship and thinks, you ever see somebody who every time they date a new person, they think they're going to be with that person forever? So they start doing all these crazy things like getting the person's tattoo, get their name tattooed on their butt, and and sign over their property to that person and whatever, or get married and don't even want to think about getting a prenup. Well, it's kind of the same way with investing. You got some people that are long-term thinkers, some people that are short-term thinkers, and Warren Buffett has always said that a lot of investing really comes down to a wealth transfer between short-sighted people and people with a longer-term vision. So basically, it looks like the market's improving dramatically today. I personally think this is the beginning. I think that we're going to have a great second half of 2020 once everybody stops being so afraid. I think that what the real kicker is the U.S. showing strength and showing that they have this under control, managing the process, making sure that the healthcare system has what it needs, making sure people feel safe, where they'll go back out and start spending and investing again. And at that point, in my opinion, and a lot of experts feel this way, some experts feel that some of the damage could last for a long time for some companies, and it will. There are some companies that have what we're calling pre-existing conditions that were exacerbated by the crisis. That maybe these companies are never going to recover, but the economy at large, I think, is going to recover, and I think it's going to do fine. Especially given that, the amount of stimulus they threw at this sucker was unbelievable. Nancy Pelosi's talking about throwing another $1 trillion at it. Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, talked about another $300 billion for small businesses, or quarter of a trillion. I think it's $250 billion or something. So you're going to see a recovery, in my opinion, most likely. It's all really contingent upon them maintaining the trajectory that they're on. And given that Dr. Fauci has obtained so much trust from the public, the fact that Dr. Fauci is coming out and saying everything's going to be okay, that actually makes people say, oh, okay, everything's going to be okay. Because they looked at him as the voice of reason, the grown-up in the room. They didn't listen to the president. So that's kind of interesting. So anyway, I'm going to go, guys. A couple things. One, if you want to see which stocks I'm buying, I did another recommendation today in the Black Stock Market Program. So if you log into theblackstockmarketprogram.com, the first month costs $1. Theblackstockmarketprogram.com. There's a section in the bottom called What Dr. Boyce is Buying. So I just put some stuff in there about some stocks that I picked based on the strength of dividend yield and things like that. And then also, if you haven't bought your first share of stock yet, there's a free training you can get at firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com. My goal is to make sure that everybody who's watching my channel has a higher stock market participation rate than the rest of the country. So go buy yourself your first share of stock today. Get started. If you haven't done it yet, just get started. Please do that. It's very important for your family. So I'm out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you soon. I'll check in later. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.